Hello, my name is Elza. I'm from Radio E-volution. Today is 5th of June and it's a day of World Environmental Day. I'm going to ask some questions with the young people, what they are thinking about this day and what the problems they come across all day. Let's go. Hello. What's your name? Please introduce yourself.
My name is Buyana and I'm a student in the local high school.
Nice to meet you. 5th of June is World Environmental Day, and I want to know your opinion about this day. What is it important for you and why is it important?
In my opinion, World Environmental Day is really important because we only have one day that I believe every single person has to go out of their house and do something in order to protect and preserve the nature around us, because if we do not, we are not going to exist much longer and there will not be enough green places for the future generations.
What do you do actually for the healthy environment?
Well, we like to organize as many events as possible to clean and to, for instance, go to the mountains and pick up trash that people have decided to throw on the streets and simply spread awareness of the problem so that it impacts more people and we make a change.
And what kind of problems do you have in the city, in the country, which bother you?
Okay, so we have the usual ones, the evident ones like air and earth pollution, but also a lot of people, again, they decide that it is easier to throw their trash on the streets, which really affects the pollution and makes it only worse. For that matter, I also have witnessed that a lot of people decide to go to work or just meet friends when by car. And I think that if you have the opportunity to go on foot, it would be better to do so because you're still doing something healthy for the environment.
My next question would be what do you want to change in the environment to solve these problems?
Well, I would say little things like people considering everything that they do if it could in some way affect the nature and if it will be in a positive or a negative way. For instance, to make sure that you maybe recycle your trash or become part of environmental friendly groups and do something for our nature that only preserves it for the future generations.
And I want to ask you about the message, what you want to say to people, how they can protect environment and why.
Okay, so I think that you shouldn't neglect the problem that our nature and Mother Earth face in day-to-day basis because it is only going to make things worse for the future. And if we want humankind to exist in the next few centuries, we have to do everything we can to preserve nature.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, too.
Radio Evolution, streaming from Sliven.
Hello.
Hey,
First of all, please introduce yourself.
my name is Eva. I'm 16 years old and I live in Sliven.
Nice to meet you, Eva. 5th of June is World Environmental Day and we celebrate it. I want to know about your experience as a young person. What do you think? Why is it important this day?
This day is important mainly because it's one of the few days that we actually pay attention to such a worldwide problem, especially the environment, because the environment is our home and we should take care about the environment. We should be aware and we should be conscious about our environment because our environment is like a really great, beautiful place. Especially, I can say by my experience that our town has a really great nature. It is really beautiful, and that's like due to the environment. And as young people, we should also take care about future generations, and that could happen if we take care, of course, of our environment. And there are lots of movements about it, like worldwide. For example, Greta Thunberg is one of the pure examples of a person young age. She's my age, and she's a environmental activist. She cares. She's so self-aware about the causes, about the environment, because that's like a gift that we have, and we should not be like reckless about it. We should know that if you live here, you should definitely take care, and overall it should be your daily routine. I mean, as you wake up from the bed in the morning and you brush your teeth and you go to school or work, that's how you should also take care about the environment.
What kind of problems do you have in your community, in your city, and what do you think? How can you solve this problem, and from where they come from?
Well, I cannot lie. We have a lot of problems in our society when it comes to environment, because different people have different values, and only a group of people that is mindful for the environment can change that. I can give a pure example. I mean, I'm a part of a team, a speeches and debate team, and we have community projects, and we should, that's like our way to take care about the environment, because these community projects are strongly related with cleaning like some dirty spots in the town, and engaging as many people as we can to be mindful for our nature.
What do you want to change for the better life in future, and how can you imagine, how can we change the things for the better life?
First of all, we should, as Greta Thunberg said, I can quote her because I'm a really huge fan of her. We can gain as much information as we can, how to protect the environment, and how to make a better place, how to make our earth a better place to live in. So we should be aware at first place about the major issues. For example, we should be aware for the plastic bags. We should be aware for how not to ruin the nature. For example, we should not cut trees, and we should support organizations who do not cut trees, who do not have a bad impact on the nature, on the environment. And I guess we should be together. That's one of the most important things if we want to make something big. If we want to make a change, we should be together, because even if you have a good idea for the future, even if you have good vision for the future, if you don't engage people to your ideas and project, this could not happen. I mean, you cannot not succeed in this, and you cannot change anything.
Yeah, that's true. And the last question, I want you to leave the message for the people. Why do they have to protect it? How can they do this?
As I said, most importantly, they should be aware, and they should be aware for movements which has this cause. And I would really like to see people with creative ideas and creating creative visions for the world to make projects, to organize projects, to be active, to actively participate in this whole thing, because every single person can make a change, can make a difference, and we should give power to our ideas, because nobody knows when you will change the world.
Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello,
Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Yaroslav Ivanov. I'm 16 years old and I'm from Sliven.
5th of June is World Environmental Day, and what do you think? Why is it important, and why do we have to celebrate this day? Is it important?
Yeah, it's important because we are part of environment, and we have to be the good part of the environment, not the bad part, you know. And we're some kind of don't celebrate it too much in our country, or it's not big celebration like Christmas or New Year, but some communities celebrate it like with hiking in our beautiful mountains, Stara Planina, climbing, and yes, it's.
And how do you celebrate as a person?
As a person, I don't celebrate it, but if I celebrate it, I would go hiking or something like that, or cleaning the mountains, because we have very beautiful mountains, but with it's polluted. Unfortunately, it's polluted. There are very plastic bags and other disgusting things, I can say. I will clean. It's 100%.
What kind of problems do you come across in your city, in your country, like environmental problems?
In our country, we don't have such big problems, but we have a factory, and the factory pollutes our air, and it's not good for the environment and for the people at all. But if we watch our country from higher, we can see a lot of problems with with pollution, with factories, with too much buildings. In Sofia we can see air pollution, and it's not because of factories, it's like cars, motors and other vehicles. And yeah, if I can say anything, I would say to use more traffic transport, because public transport, yes. Public transport is with lower. They don't pollute it like cars or trucks or other things. A lot of our transport is electric, and it's fully environmentally friendly.
And at the end of our conversation, I want to ask you to leave the message for the people why and how we can protect our environment.
Clean your streets, clean your houses. Don't leave trash on the streets. It's bad for you. It's bad for us. It's bad for everyone. And stay healthy. Stay safe.
Thank you.